this month you are going to find yourself at the right place at the right time. You, my gorgeous Virgo, are going to see something. What you're going to see, you may not like necessarily, you will not like, but it's about the feelings that you are going to have at the same time, which you most certainly are not going to be able to ignore, because a lot of questions are at the same time going to be answered to you. And when these questions are answered, nothing is going to be the same again. It's about the preparation. It's about the realization. It's about realizing so much that you couldn't understand before. But most certainly, most importantly, the biggest confirmation of your life. This is going to require from you to set yourself on the journey, to set yourself on the path you have never been before. But at the same time, it's about working with yourself and rediscovering yourself, and most certainly and most importantly, discovering a really significant part of yourself which is going to be screaming in order to be noticed. And it's important when it comes to intuition, and it's important when it comes to a rather significant change which you are going to make. It's going to help you to change your mind about the specific situations and subjects when it comes to looking at the bigger picture. But most importantly, it's going to help you to recognize the choice. My gorgeous Virgolinis, the choice that I'm talking about, it's going to become significant in between the 17th of February and at the end of that month. This stage and this period is going to be super important when it comes to you realizing how powerful we are when we do have a kind of like a faith in the future. But then at the same time, you know, positive changes are gonna start becoming evident here, obvious, which positive changes you need to make in order to bring an end to challenging times which were really kind of blocking that light at the end of the tunnel. More specifically, in between the 17th of February and the end of that month, pay attention to what's kind of calling you. Pay attention to what is dominating your mind. Pay attention to what is dominating your way of thinking, because something is keep on repeating in your mind, the specific area, the specific part of your spiritual journey. It's going to need from you to start making the necessary steps. February, it's gonna bring you the strongest confirmation of your life, what exactly you need to do in order to move on. But it is gonna lead towards a very important and powerful specific change. The February is going to be only the beginning, and then the March is going to be specifically so connected to everything that was happening in February. And this is what February is all about, the beginning stages of changes, you know. It's about a new start, and you just need to remember to trust yourself. My gorgeous Virgolinis, trust yourself. At the same time, this is going to become specifically important when it comes to the confirmation of maybe like a little fears, or maybe like a negativities, maybe little fears. But then at the same time, this is going to be super relevant and super important when it comes to you making the right decision, where you're going to protect yourself, and people, you know, in your family, for example, are going to be benefiting from the decision, you know, for a long time to come. What exactly are you going to do here? Remember, this is to do with a new start. You have to trust yourself and push your fears aside and take a leap of faith, my gorgeous Virgolinis. As I said, you know, this month is going to bring you the realization, the moment, you know, you're going to see something and you may not like, but it's going to be so important because it's going to help you to make one of the most important decisions of your lives. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for February 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini. I love you so much. And it's for February 2021. And when it comes to numerology, my gorgeous Virgolinis, your number is number 101. Oh my God, you're crossing over into an important stage, into an important area where so much is gonna be confirmed to you. You will be blown away how many indications you are going to have throughout this month. 101, when it comes to numerology, it's like such a strong number. It's about your own reflection being so powerful when it comes to the energy around you. So a lot is naturally gonna be bouncing back, but it's about the confirmations that are going to be keep on repeating throughout this month. 4 important confirmations. In first week, confirmation number 1, second week, confirmation number 2, third week, confirmation number 3, and fourth week, confirmation number 4. And all these confirmations are going to be completely different, but they are all going to also have something very unique that they are going to be sharing with each other. It's going to be pinpointing towards a certain subject, towards the specific situation in your life that you should be paying attention to, and you must not ignoring. Just pay attention to it, because it's going to lead towards an important change that you should not, that you must not ignore, and it's going to be from you to actually make the first move. Number 101 means that the decisions that you're going to make this month are going to be relevant throughout this year, but they're going to bring you the safety, they're going to bring you security, they're going to bring you the positivity, and they're going to bring the missing parts of you into your lives. And this happens ever so rarely on our specific journey. It happens every 7 years or so, when we are provided yet again to actually deal with a specific situation which helps us to reflect in a very, very powerful way. But then again, we are provided with such a deeper levels of connection and reconnection when it comes to our own intuition. So we kind of find these situations very beneficial, because simply we are able to understand so much more around it, and that helps us to make a really important decisions, you know. Number 101, it's like very much so means that by the end of February, listen to me, my babies, by the end of February, oh my God, something very, very strange is going to happen, you know. But then it's going to be quite important. It's going to be really weird, because you will be able to recognize things that you should recognize, and most certainly it's kind of going to confuse you, and it's going to put you in a mode like, oh, you want to overanalyze, you want to overanalyze. No, baby, no, you do not overanalyze these months, because this can be, oh my God, with Virgolinis, you know, that's us. We analyze, we overanalyze, we can overanalyze so much, because this is who we are. We just want to make sure that we are doing the right thing, that we are paying attention to the right choice, that we are, you know, not wasting our time and things like that. So this is normal when it comes to Virgolinis. This is normal, overanalyzing and things like that. But most certainly February, please do not overanalyze, because this is also going to be very important sign for you. Before you make one of the most important, one of the biggest choices of your lives, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you're going to find this moment when you're going to feel like mad in such a way, like, oh, overanalyzing. This is your sign. When you find the moment that you're overanalyzing, that this is how you are feeling, now you will know that this is also very strong indication that you should just stop it and just go for it. Very often when we come to the end of our spiritual journey, and then these are the feelings and emotions that we are feeling, you know, there's specific parts and areas of our lives that they bring certain vibration that we don't recognize as such, because we have been missing this for a long time. So these are the things that are gonna kind of specifically kind of make the whole situation even more uncertain for us, but even more sign and confirmation for you that you should not analyze and just make a choice, because what you're going to do, you're going to make an important choice, and also important to stop like over analyzing, and also an absolutely remarkable clarity you're going to get. You know, you're gonna get a clarity on what you desire and move forward, you know. And also on another hand, you know, absolutely important months to listen to your to listen to your body when it comes to the actual body, mind and spirit. Oh my God, it's going to be very, very strong connection. So please do listen to your body. Your body is going to be communicating you in so many different ways, and in particular when it comes to certain things that you should kind of get out, take out of your lives, like maybe certain addictions and things like that. Please try to pay attention, because your body is going to communicate, you're going to be communicating with you from a much higher level. So maybe you are taking too much sugar, maybe you're eating too many cakes, you know, maybe you're like smoking too much, maybe you're drinking too much. Whatever you do, just make sure that you listen to your body, because it's going to be perfect time to get on with this. And then on another hand, you know, when I said basically that it's time to make a choice, just remember, you are at the same time when you're gonna feel like a little bit like over analyzing, you know, I don't want to confuse you and I don't want to scare you, but at the same time this is very difficult to explain, because it's a rather complex situation, that at the same time you're going to have the equal amount of sharpness and equal amount of being quick in order to kind of slide through almost immediately, as long as you kind of like a focus on it by refocusing your own thoughts. The more over analyzing you feel, uncertain you feel, you know, the more you need to know that this particular vibration is going to be just as equally strong when it comes to you reflecting on the situation and just moving forward and just most certainly go for it. I'm so happy for you, because this month is going to be connected to the certain departure, which is on another hand going to be connected to some kind of journey into an advancement, but also at the same time lots of unknown elements are going to become rather obvious that you will want to swim through, you will want to go forward, and you will surprise yourself. And this is nothing unusual, because normally you would be like, oh, I'm just going to be a little bit careful, baby. Normally you would be a little bit careful, but now at this moment in time, you know, you're gonna have I'm not going to be surprised if you feel like there is someone around you, like kind of watching over you, because there is one specific sign that you're going to have, and it's around the number 7 will be very strong. Number 7 will be very powerful. Number 7 will be absolutely enormous when it comes to you getting a sign from like the spirit world, or your guardian angel, or from the passing by spirit. You know, you're gonna get an important sign, and the synchronicity will be very strong. And number 7 will be playing an important role. Once you get this sign, you know, just pay attention to, maybe you will smell the certain spirit, maybe you will kind of like see something will move, maybe you will feel someone, maybe you will kind of sense someone. But when you get this sign, you will also know that number 7 will be very powerful when it comes to that situation. But on another hand, number 7 is also going to indicate the answer when it comes to timing, and when it comes to the specific situation that you were like kind of focusing on, that was something that was bringing you problem, you know. This is going to give you an answer, and by giving you an answer, it's going to be guiding you, it's going to give you, provide with a certain guidance at the same time, you know. What else I was going to say, basically just this is an important month to remember to believe. Please believe in yourself. This is, oh my God, you Virgolinis are amazing, you're remarkable, you're very powerful, you have got just an absolutely perfect balance of everything. And now I need you to get this balance right when it comes to trusting in yourself, when it comes to believing in yourself, because we will be going to quite challenging times indeed, which is going to provide us with like a certain solutions that are going to be become rather attractive around us, but then just going to seem like a little bit off. Most certainly there are lots of like a negativities going around at the moment, a little bit of lies are going around at the moment. So my Lord, Virgolini, you need to remember more than ever, trust yourself, trust your spiritual journey. There are lots of lies that we have been told at the moment. If something sounds off, it's off. If something is not true, it's not true. It's a bit of an upside down world that we are living at the moment. So you just need to remember to stay on the ground, and by staying on the ground, just make sure you remember you stick to the good, you stick to the positive, you stick to the optimism, and also, you know, just like basically stick to your common sense. And this is how you're gonna win this over. Because also another realization that when you're gonna have when it comes to that, more like a confirmation, you know, your eyes are going to be open when it comes to that, and that in itself, it's also going to start a certain process of changes within you. It's going to be important because it's also to do that it's also to do with you believing in yourself, okay? And never ever underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. I want to say that it's very important to pay attention to the actual balance this month, please. What I was going to say, that when so much negativity is going on at the moment, at the time, you know, wherever you look, there is negativity, and this is exactly what certain devilish people want at the moment from us, to kind of fear, to be scared, and things like that. So if you are too much drawn towards the certain things that are completely constantly repeating negative, just move away from it, and just remember to try to do things that are making you feel good. Try to focus on those things that are making you feel happy. Try to focus on those things when it comes to you that are making you feel creative. To a little bit to find out about what's going on out there at the moment is fantastic, but then at the same time, just to make sure that you're not too drawn into that dark, long, ugly, dirty bastard hole. Because if you're drawn into that dirty, ugly bastard dark hole, it's not really good, because it's based on many lies, and the devil lives off lies. Devil love lies, and this is exactly what's going on around at the moment. Lies and fear. So just focus on things, please. It's important. I'm stressing this to you because I know that you're going to be affected by things that are happening around at the moment. Common sense, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you're very clever in like every possible way. Just make sure that you're focusing on things that are making you feel good, and make sure that you are kind of like using your own common sense. Whether you believe this or not, but the devil is playing a very long song at the moment, and this is how you ignore this song, okay? On another hand, my gorgeous Virgolini, just remember it's important to pay attention to the need for balance between career and personal life, but also that particular balance when it comes to our spirituality, negativity, and so on. On another hand, you know, it's just an option, a powerful option. First of all, you're going to find yourself this month thinking about an important option. Somebody is going to inspire you. The certain person it's going to inspire you this month, and that particular person is going to be really wonderful and beautiful, amazing, because as soon as that person inspires you, you will kind of see something that you didn't see before, something really great, something that is going to make you feel so good, but almost immediately it's going to get you thinking, it's going to get you going, and without even realizing, you are going to start up the certain process. Few days later, something is going to happen, something is going to take place, and you will also be able to connect in such a way that when you wake up in the morning, few days later, after somebody inspires you, you are going to find this information so beneficial. It's going to be like a new open book for you, literally, and you're going to wake up in the morning, and then something is going to be on your mind, and then immediately you are going to kind of like start feeling very enthusiastic indeed. And what's going to happen, it's going to make you be part of the situation, which is going to feel like it's going to require from you to have a certain response. So it's going to be something daring. You will do something rather daring, you know, something unusual, something different, something bizarre, something strange, something, oh Lord, what have you done? You know, but then again, at the same time, it's to do with the actual beginning of a rather amazing adventure, which is going to be starting like a beginning of a very very meaningful experience, and that is going to highlight that intuition from that few days ago. But then again, at the same time, it's to do with a new option, new option with like unlimited possibilities, and you will be like, you know, my lord, why didn't I do that before? Why didn't I do this earlier? You know, it's just so important, you know, because it's like to do with the like the actual obsession, but a really powerful obsession, because when you feel this level of a spiritual obsession, in a good way, spiritual obsession, your energy, it's absolutely enormous. Your energy can move the mountains, because this is the balance of perfect energy that can create so much more. We can go so much further. We can achieve so much more in life so quickly, you know, because we are able to benefit from the actual insight that we are having at the time that we don't normally have. So this is going to lead towards the beginning of an adventure, enthusiasm, initiative, and it's to do with a new option with unlimited possibilities. And this is going to be so good because it's going to self-illuminate you spiritually, and you're going to realize, oh my God, what am I in self-denial about? What you're in self-denial about. And this is to do with doing that big movement, that big change, you know, that big jump. This is going to make you realize this personal self-illumination. It's going to also make you realize in what you need to do, but it's so much so to do with the actual self-denial at the same time. Exactly 26 days later, the door are going to be open. An important portal is about to be open, which is going to be connected to this particular situation. On another hand, I want to say to you, okay, you're going to become aware of the certain devil, but you know what, this little devil bastard that you're going to become aware of this month, I mean, you're going to become aware of this little devilish person. But this is brilliant, because that devilish person is just like, it's not kind of going to surprise you completely, but it's going to open your eyes even further. You will know what to do because of this devilish person here, and that devilish person is going to kind of like become kind of relevant around the moment in time when you also realize what you're self-denial about. So this is also going to confirm things, you know, to you. And this devilish person that you're going to become aware of, this little bastard here, it's connected to the deception, obscurity, dishonesty, danger, bad influence, insincerity, double dealing, and this person is also taking advantage of people. So you're going to become aware of this person, or you're going to become very cautious of this person. By the same time, I have to say that it's kind of not going to surprise you, but this is all going to be quite beneficial for yourself, because it's going to confirm certain things to you, and it's even going to happen at the perfect moment in time when you are thinking about the actual path, new plan, and an advancement when it comes to you. But the bottom line is, by the end of this month, this is all about the new plan. You know, it's just like but specifically I would say like about 7 or 8 months, within the last 7 or 8 months, you know, this was on your mind. What was the certain thoughts, certain way of thinking, you know? It's the mixture of fears, negativity, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of depression, all these things that have been happening, you know, over the last year or so, have contributing towards you kind of changing your mind, changing your plans a little bit, but also the contributing towards the darkness right in front of you, which is nothing unusual, because the future just became like a little bit uncertain. So that in itself have kind of affected our future planning. So this is going to be amazing, because it's all about what you were specifically wanting to do over the last 7 months. You will be able to break through. You will be able to break free. You will be able to open this door. You will be able to go through this portal. It's all about you. It's all about your power. It's all about your strength. And all this comes through your own realization. Once you realize this, nothing can break you. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can affect you. The energy is super important. As much as it's important to think very optimistically, it's just as important not to think negatively, because when we think negatively, we just prevent ourselves from moving on. So this is a big movement that you're going to have, my gorgeous Virgolini. But then at the same time, as I said, what was really specifically to do over the last 7 months strongly is to do with the new plan. wish from the last 7 months, but at the same time it's like you wanted to attempt it at some moment in time earlier, but then again now you will have the necessary confidence and hope in order to go for it, because it's connected to the uncertain effort. But you're just gonna feel, my gorgeous Virgolini, like now it's time. And most certainly it is. Okay, so now when it comes to your health, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm gonna have to say what I say every time so far. It's so important to take organic acerola cherry powder, please. A little bit of water, 1 teaspoon, mix it up, baby. Take it every single morning. Organic acerola cherry powder, which is going to give you a whopping amount of vitamin C, and you take that with the actual natural vitamin D. Organic acerola cherry powder is going to give you a whooping amount of vitamin C every single morning. You 1 glass of water, teaspoon, mix it up, baby. Drink it with natural vitamin D and natural zinc as well. At around lunchtime, if you take organic selenium supplement, but if you don't want supplement, you can take like a 5 or 6 organic Brazil nuts, which are going to give you the perfect amount of selenium that you need on a daily basis. Just 5 or 6 pieces of organic Brazil nuts are going to give you the perfect amount of selenium. And selenium is also going to be very beneficial when it comes to your boosting your immune system, but it's fantastic when it comes to the energy levels and so many other things inside our body. You also need to avoid aluminium deodorants, please, aluminium free deodorants. And when it comes to creams, because your skin is also going to be sensitive, make sure that the skin cream is natural that you put on your skin. You know, if you can eat it, you know, you can put it on your skin, literally. On another hand, make sure that you're also taking something like organic aloe vera juice for your stomach. It's going to be quite sensitive, and also something to promote friendly bacteria. It's going to be a must throughout this month, my gorgeous Virgolinis. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. What else I was going to recommend to you, my gorgeous Virgolini, is like, oh my god, rhodochrosite now more than ever. This is probably one of the most powerful crystals you can actually get. Look at how gorgeous this crystal is, and to me this is one of the most beautiful crystals I've ever had as well. And it's very, very powerful when it comes to healing, and very powerful because it opens the heart, it integrates physical and spiritual energy by promoting positivity, by promoting a great courage, by giving us initiative, by re-energizing us. It's fantastic to lift depression, negativity, anxiety, uncertainty, when we feel low, when we feel horrible, and every single time when we feel like really negative, every single time when we feel really down, every single time when we are feeling like, oh, we can't move forward anymore, we can't go anymore. And you know what, at a certain times, at the moment, you know, it's so uncertain, it's not really, it's uncertain, it's not really nice with what's going on around the world. It's terrible, absolutely terrible. But I'm just saying that at a time of uncertainty, this is something that I would highly suggest you, because it's wonderful, because it's going to encourage positive and cheerful outlooks by motivating us, you know. So every time when you feel low, every time when you feel negative, every time when you feel horrible, you just wear this. It's going to help you with that balance so much, my gorgeous Virgolinis. It does help you so much, and that in itself gives you so much courage and self-esteem, so you can just do things, you know, and make the best possible decisions and best possible choices. This gorgeous crystal is going to be quite significant for you to wear throughout February and March as well. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. This gorgeous crystals comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you're supporting my channel as well. Okay, I have to say that. Okay, so now the very first date that you need to pay attention to it's going to be on the 2nd of February. Now the 2nd of February, it's like about you see, through the actual unrealistic person, you know, something is going to feel kind of off on this in the 1st and the 2nd on the 1st and the 2nd of February, because you know, you're going to hear something, but that particular person is going to seem like a little bit of unrealistic, you know, and you're not going to like like what you're gonna hear, but then at the same time, that is going to create a certain weakness within you. And this weakness is gonna be really good. And I say weakness because it's going to put your mind towards the situation, towards the area of your life that you don't really like to think about, but you have to, my baby. You have to. It's important. So this is going to be quite good for you and for your own balance, because it's going to help you to change your mind a little bit, and that in itself is going to put you on the path where you actually should be, which is going to bring you a little bit of contemplation, but then again it's going to be good, because most certainly, as I said, it's to do with a weakness, you know, and then at the same time it's going to kind of give you the courage and confidence to kind of like start hoping towards the path in the area of your life that before you would be like, oh no, it's completely too uncertain. And this is what's going to give you strength and courage. This is going to be super beneficial when it comes to your own balance, and that in itself is going to help you, you know, to move on. And it's also going to help you to go towards an option, and it's going to be the right option, and it's going to be very uncertain at the time, but most importantly, it is the right option for you to do for your own safety. Most certainly, at the same time, you know, you are going to hear about an important reward from the past experiences and the past choices, and that is just kind of going to put a smile on your face and the relevant balance that was missing when it comes to the optimism and positivity. But at the same time, the 2nd of February, you need to remember to observe limitations. Observe what's making you limited. Observe your limitations. This will be very important, okay? Not only the 2nd of February, but the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of February. It's all about you observing your limitations, because every single time when you're observing your limitations, there is some kind of sign and spirit message that you are going to have when you least expect it. Make the most of it, my gorgeous Virgolinis. This is the way the spirit world is going to work with you. The second important date is going to be on the 15th of February, okay? Now, you're gonna feel just like a little bit powerless here, like almost like you're gonna feel powerless in face of kind of like a stronger forces, you know, in face of stronger forces, and you're gonna feel like a little lack of progress at the same time. I say stronger forces because it's a lot what was happening in the world, around the world. This is all about that particular thing when it comes to stronger forces indeed, and that is going to bring you the moment of realization when it comes to the certain lack of progress, and something is gonna happen. Pam pam pam, pam pam pam. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Da 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 da. Now this is brilliant. Listen, so important, because this lack of progress is just going to get you think, it's gonna get you going, baby, and this is where the little spiritual key is gonna land in your hand without you actually even wanting, without you actually even asking for it. It's always going to happen when it's meant to happen, because that in itself is going to reveal something to you, and at the same time it's actually going to be very positive when it comes to your determination, initiative, strength. You know, it's almost immediately going to re-energize you, and it's going to bring activity into your life when it comes to power, success, you know, and also deep emotional feeling. This is wonderful because you're going to give a certain target to yourself and that target is going to be remarkable, because most certainly it's going to set you on the certain path where two particular choices are you gonna need to make later on at around the end of the month. Two specific choices are going to become available almost immediately. On another hand, the 15th of February is going to give you really good news, you know, when it comes to things that you have been doing personally, when it comes to things that you have been focusing on, when it comes to those things that you have been expected, but when it comes to your own things, your own spiritual journey, you see. And also at the same time, you're going to realize a certain desire here. At a time when you become aware of the results of the efforts from the past, you are going to realize the certain desires that most certainly you should pay attention to, because it's to do with your own abilities that you should recognize, and you should take it on, you know. It's to do with ideas that come to you. You need to know that these ideas you're going to make. The ideas that come to you on the 15th of February, you just need to remember at the same time, write them down, do whatever you need to do. But most certainly, this is going to come from somewhere else. So these ideas you are going to most certainly make, okay? And at the same time, you know, just remember that you will be told something on the 15th of February by somebody like a very much so important in your life, by somebody very beautiful in your life, by somebody very genuine in your life. You're going to be told something, and it's going to be so important because you will know what to do with a certain restraint, but it's going to help you when it comes to making a really mature decision. I say mature decision because you are reaching a really, really serious and powerful moment in your life. And that's why I'm saying it's a mature decision, because by you making this decision, you're gonna feel so much better, because the time is coming, the time of changes, and this is only going to be the beginning for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. The third important date is going to be on the 28th of February. This is like so great, you know, because at the same time you were worrying about something being really ingenuine, and you're going to come to the certain point when you're expecting something in your life to happen, but you just keep on like, oh yeah, you keep on being dark Lala yourself, because by the time you get to the 28th of February, you're still going to think like a 27th of February, let's say, you're still going to think like in a dark Lalish way. You're still going to think like a dark Lala. So you will be bringing yourself down, and you will be kind of like still blocking yourself from moving forward. This happens because you need to go through this. So by the time you get to the 28th of February, it's going to be a little surprise. You see, you will expect dark Lala, but it's not going to be dark Lala. It's actually in fact going to be an important news that you're going to get hold of with your own growth, and this is going to surprise you. But this is like a coming through your own hard work, progress, and also, you know, it's like going to require certain reorganization in your life. It's about the results of efforts that are nearly due, but then at the same time, remember an important successful dealings. 28th of February, it's going to bring you a really important successful dealings. And if you haven't got a successful dealings, just see what is on your mind, because what comes on your mind that you're going to need to deal with, it's actually going to be successful, but it needs to come naturally to you. So you just need to connect and reconnect in such a way when you need to pay attention to your thinking process, and you need to pay attention to your thoughts at the same time. Another thing I highly recommend you would be carnelian. This is absolutely gorgeous, and this is very specific little crystal, because it's going to help you to promote courage, creativity, and positive life changes. And these months, it's all going to be about you setting yourself on the way, setting yourself on the journey by being very courageous and by being very positive at the same time. Beautiful carnelian just helps you to express yourself, helps you to talk, helps you to communicate by keeping your, you know, keeping yourself grounded, but at the same time, you know, just by doing the right things. This comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this, my gorgeous Virgolinis, is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, my gorgeous Virgolinis, as well. I have to say that. The 28th of February will bring you transformation, and the outcome of the transformation, sorry, oh gosh, the outcome of the transformation is going to be like clearing away the old to make a way for the new. This is also very important, because if you find yourself cleaning something in your home, I know it sounds ridiculous, so if you find yourself moving things over, you're tapping into this powerful energy that is in return going to help you with your own reflection, which means that it's going to be very positive, and when it comes to your thinking process. So lots of ideas will come to you because you're following this path, you're following these dimensions. So that means that this is going to bring you lots of ideas, because you will be clearing a lot within your mind and energy as well. So it's all about the transformation, clearing away the old to make a place for the new. But also on another hand, you know, an important news you're going to get hold of, and that particular news that you're going to get hold of, you know, is just going to help you so much with making decision, and in particular when it comes to you being indecisive in proceedings, you know, lately, and inability to make decisions. That was connected to you being enabled and feeling able to make a decision, you know, and that news that you're going to have is going to help you so much to make a decision. Very important news indeed, but it's on another hand going to reveal exactly in what part of your life you should be investing yourself in. So not necessarily with money, finances, but what part of your lives you should be investing your energy in. This is going to be revealed by the end of the day on the 28th of February 2021, my gorgeous Virgolini. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to happen in the first part of February. You see, where you, I'm really great, because where, specifically where you had the delays, and that created lack of motivation because you had certain delays over the last 12 months. Indeed. So we had a certain delays that was creating the lack of motivation. So now you're gonna find this very inspiring, because you're gonna hear something and you're just gonna find this very, very inspiring, and it's going to help you to be more assertive towards the specific area in your life, which is on another hand almost immediately going to provide you with a solution. But the solution is going to be connected to what you need to abandon in your life. By the time we get to the mid part of February, you know, it's just basically turning point, flip-flop moment when it comes to having a feeling like you're having a bad luck when it comes to the specific area in your life. That in itself is going to be highlighted here. No more bad luck when it comes to this, because it is going to be the specific situation that is going to take place. You're going to be surprised by, you're going to be blown away in a certain way, and your response is going to come out of like completely different dimension. It's going to surprise you, even you, but in a good way. And that in itself is almost immediately going to bring a conclusion to a problem, to an end, like to a really annoying time. And that is going to clear the certain psychic airways within you, which is going to help you realize and see the vision. You will see the vision, you know, when it comes to you really finding things like you are just in one square box. Now you're going to realize that there is no box at all. Where you thought it's like a limited, you're going to find like 4 specific areas that you can pay attention to and take your life into all sorts of dimensions. But it's all down to you. What you're going to do, it's going to be leading towards your own luxury and culmination, because February 2021, it's going to be super karmically charged. The last part of February, it's going to bring you the actual, you know, the certain hidden agenda. Again, it's going to become rather obvious, but you're going to find this very beneficial, because you will know exactly what to do. You're going to get a key through the spiritual key, through the realization of the certain hidden agenda. And that in itself is going to require from you to just pay attention to your own intuition, you know, and where there was a lack of harmony in your life, it's going to be revealed. You need to reconnect with a certain people in your life. You need to reconnect with the powerful people in your life. You need to reconnect with people who mean to you the most. It's just so important. The way you reconnect, it doesn't matter. It's just as long as you reconnect. The last part of February, it's all about also reconnection with important, the right people in your life. On another hand, you know, just make sure that, you know, someone is going to offer also something to you at the end of February, but be very careful, because that person, there is something not going to be really nice about that person. I don't like that person. Really ugly inside, not necessarily from inside, but from not necessarily from outside, but from inside. This person is really ugly. So that almost that you're going to be thinking about certain choice to this person, but you will know, no, you will be crazy if you do this, you know, type of thing, you know. So you will know, your subconscious mind is just going to be waving at you like this. So make sure that you don't make an unwise choice when it comes to the certain person who is like maybe beautiful on the outside, but like a very rotten on the inside. And you know, it's like an unwise choice. There's a better way that is actually going to make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. That's so important for the end of the actual February. And also, you know, an important event is going to happen. An important event is going to take place at the end of February. okay? And that event, it's going to make you to make an important decision. It's going to bring you focus, it's going to make you feel driven, and at the same time it's going to help you to it's going to need you to make a decision. And when you make a decision, you just need to remember to choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional, okay? Because this is connected to the sudden and unexpected changes, but all you need to do is review your options very, very carefully indeed. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are actually in relationship. You know, you just need to kind of see what is Five of Swords. You see, you need to see what is bringing you down, because it looks like the specific area and part of your life is slowly came to an end when it comes to the couples, and you need to come to terms with a certain situation, because it's keep on bouncing back, it's keep on coming back, it's keep on requiring your attention, it's keep on requiring your energy, it's keep on requiring you acting on it. So it's something that you both need to act on. It's just something, it's the problem that you both need to work on, but you just wanted to wait for the right moment in time. But this is to do with you deciding really important decision, because it's gonna boil toward, it's gonna lead towards you moving on with your lives. You and your partner are gonna make a very, very important decision, and this is so important because you're both devoted for it, you both want it, and it was creating you lots of like overburdened feelings and excessive pressures and things like that. So now, first of all, you're going to become aware of the problems that are soon to be resolved, both of you, and then after that moment in time and option, it's going to become very delicious for both of you to go for it. Both of you are going to come to terms with this, and then at the same time are going to make a remarkable life-changing decision by the end of this month. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you Virgolinis that are single and ready to mingolini, single and ready to mingle. Okay, so for you, my gorgeous single Virgolinis, now King of Wands, you see this, leadership. Now you see, this is a quite interesting cards, but it's a lot to do with you actually kind of like a maybe finding someone and it's realizing someone, first of all, complex situation. First of all, someone, there are a couple of people that are going to be on your mind. One person that is going to be on your mind for your single Virgolini is just a part of your, maybe your imagination. It's not the right person, you need to let them go, okay? It's someone not real. And then the second person is going to walk into your life, and that second person that is going to walk into your life, you see, it's just basically not going to be the right person for you, I'm afraid. You're just going to have kind of learn a certain lesson. This month, it's all about like a learning, all about your own progress, all about you finding yourself in the situation, in elements, you know, in energy that you didn't plan, that you didn't foresee, that you didn't actually even think of. There are two important stages that single Virgolinis are gonna go through. I will repeat, I know it can be confusing sometimes. It's a rather complex situation, and my gorgeous Virgolinis, you need to go through this before someone else comes into your life who is really important indeed. Complex situation is going to happen this month through you realizing that someone who is going to be on your mind from before, you just need to learn how to let go, because the power of your subconscious mind is very strong, and it looks like, it seems like that you're still holding on to someone from before who you shouldn't. So first of all, you're going to let them go. This is the most important ever. Another situation that is going to take place, it's the actual second person that is going to come through, and it's something is going to sound so not really nice about this person. It's no, baby, no, it's not the right person. I will run on miles. So there is a specific choice that you're going to have, and that specific choice is not going to be the right choice for you. March is going to bring someone interesting into your life, my gorgeous Virgolinis, but this, no, baby, no. This is not the time when you're going to find the love of your life, but it's more about the learning experience that you are going to have, that you need to have in order to get there. Karmically, this is very important, as much as it's important when it comes to your spirit journey. So here, something is going to happen, and after this moment in time, when you start fancying people, liking people, you will surprise yourself after March, you know, from March 2029 onwards, because you're going to start finding yourself being connected to people who you haven't been connected before, and this is coming from you and your spirit evolving onto a much higher level. So naturally your taste is slowly going to change, evolve, basically. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, I love you all so much. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.